Welcome back to East Coast Outdoorsman. I'm Chris Ben, and today we're doing the top 5 whiskeys of 2024, at least my top 5. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate y'all. Let's get into it. Top 25 whiskeys of 2024. These whiskeys are budget friendly, but at the same time, these are whiskeys that I will always reach for, and these are the ones that I've consistently rebought over the last year. So let's get into it. In no particular order because I love whiskey. Yeah, let's get after it. Let's start with Old Pepper. This is from Kentucky. Great whiskey. I've really enjoyed this. I got my first bottle right at the beginning of 2024. Been lucky enough to get my hands on a couple more, and 50%, it's right there in the money maker. I like 100 proof, maybe a little over is usually my go-to. But this year I actually found myself liking a little bit lower proof, more enjoyable on a regular. Old Pepper Distillery, if you can find them, get it, you're gonna love it. Tough. Number two on the list, I am going to go with Woodford Reserve Double Oak. I really love this whiskey. Super sweet, almost syrupy on the nose. Caramels, so good. It when you smell it and you drink it, it kind of like reminds you of things, you know how. And for me, this reminds me of hunting camp growing up. That pancakes and syrup in the morning, and I don't know, I just love it. And it's really sweet on the palate to me, which mixes really well with a cigar, but you know, YouTube's not a fan of that, so keep that on the down low, you know what I'm saying? But this is number 2. Love this whiskey. Always good, consistent, great pour. That's number 2 on the list. Remember, no real order. I'm just throwing up my 5 that I've gone back to all year. Number 3. What are we going to go with? I think I'm going to go with my personal favorite. Lot of history with this one. A lot of hate, but Buffalo Trace. This is one of my all-time favorite bourbons. I love it. It's lighter. I think it's only like 45% ABV. So it's easy drinking. It's very light, kind of citrusy to me. Not super sweet, has a little heat, you know, when you're drinking it down your throat, but man, what a great pour. I enjoy this bottle, and it's like 25 bucks. How you beating that? You ain't. That's number 3. Buffalo Trace. Lots of memories and history with this bottle. Number 4. This one isn't going to surprise you. Number 4. Eagle Rare 10. This is probably one of my favorite 10 years available. I have a few others that are aged for 10 years, but I love this one. I love that it's sweet. It's got the oakiness. It's just an all-around great pour, any occasion pour. This one is a little bit more expensive. This is going to run you really close to like the Old Pepper, 50, 55 bucks, maybe 60 bucks, depending on where you're at. I think I picked these up for, down here in Georgia, I get these for like 55 bucks. So it's a little bit more of the high end of what I consider a daily, but love this pour. Great bottle. Anytime drinker, family, friends, get-togethers. You show up with this, everyone's having a nice pour and gonna really enjoy it. That's number 4 on the list. Number 5. Number 5's gonna surprise a lot of people, I think. And it might be one of my favorite go-to bottles right now, and it's super cheap. Goes great with a cigar. I just love it. I do. I'm a huge fan, and hopefully I'm going to get to go see where it's made in the next year. with no further ado, let's get into number 5 and one of my favorite daily pours as of 2024. I don't know what's going to bring next year, but I know this one. This one's been consistent. Almost always have a bottle ready to crack or cracked for when someone comes over or just after a long day's work. So let's get into it. Number 5. This one might surprise you, but here we go. Number 5, good old-fashioned Jameson. I love this. I think this is a great Irish whiskey. It's nothing fancy. It's not expensive. It just brings everything that you want in Irish whiskey. At least I think so. It's got this soft, gentle mouthfeel. And I hate that, but I don't know how else to explain it. It has no hard edges. It seems like it's very round, very sweet, almost sugar cookie type sweetness. God, I love this bottle. Great with a cigar. This is just a great pour. I enjoy it. And I'm an Irish whiskey fan. If you've watched any of the other whiskey videos, which I'll put a link down below or something. If you watch any other ones, you know I love Irish whiskey. One of my favorite, but it's hard to get for me right now, is the Redbreast Cask Strength. Love it. Redbreast 12, delicious. But for your daily, good old-fashioned Jameson. Can't beat it. I mean, man, a good pint of Guinness and a Jameson. It's hard to beat. I can't think of a better combo. I've tried a lot of combinations. There it is. That's my top 5 whiskeys of 2024. Those are the bottles that I found myself buying again and again and enjoying throughout the year. With moving to a new state like we have done, I kind of had to change up my whiskey game. I had Pennsylvania down, pretty much figured out when drops were, and was able to keep supplying the things I really, really, really liked. Down here, it's a little bit harder for some bottles, not as hard for other bottles. But what's your 2024? What are you find yourself buy over and over again in the last year? If it's something that I haven't tried or I haven't given enough effort, I'll pick up a bottle and try it out. And with that said, are you going to keep drinking it in 2025? Because I know I am. Those are my favorites. And yeah, man, that's 2024. This will be the last video of this year. I will see you all next year. Please like, please subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you like what I'm doing. Don't like what I'm doing, whatever. I just appreciate everyone that I have as subscribers. I appreciate you all for watching, and we'll see you next year. One love.